Hey, what's up guys? So today we will be making a really cute and adorable lavender Easter wreath with items from the dollar store. What you will need: a ton of Deco mesh, of course. I have really pretty lavender and a slightly darker lavender, and I also have white. I have this adorable center, and it's supposed to hang, but I'm just going to cut that off and make it the center of my wreath. And I just thought this was so adorable with a little bunny tail. A wreath ring, which is 14 inches. Chanel stems. Scissors or a rotary cutter. And a hot glue gun. Let's get started. Alright, so first I want to take a roll of the light lavender and the slightly darker lavender. And I'm going to layer them one on top of the other. Okay, and then I want to tie a knot just to get my wreath started. I'm going to tie a knot on the second ring. So I'm just going to go from the bottom and come around and just tie a little knot. In no specific way. Just a little knot. Just like that. And I have the knot where it's on the bottom and not on the top. So it's kind of out of the way and to the side. I'm going to take my Deco mesh and then I'm going to loop the Deco mesh in the first space, the second space, and the third space. So Deco mesh should be here and then there. So I'm going to unravel it a little bit. Make like a hump, kind of like this. We're going to come to the first space. And then you can make these humps as big or as small as you'd like. Just make sure you make them as close as possible to each other. I think this is a pretty decent size. So I've made the first loop. Now I'm going to come and push it through to make the second loop. I'm going to try and make sure they're close together. Then I'm holding them in place because this Deco mesh, it can move. Okay, and then we're going to just come back and make the third loop. Simple as that. So you see I have 3 loops. What I'm going to do now, scrunch them to the side. You see? So I just scrunch them to the side. So I've made the loop a couple of times. Now I'm just going to come back and do the exact same thing all over again. Pull it through, make the second loop. Try to make them even. If they're not 100% even, that is okay. And the final loop. So it's going to look just like that. Cute and simple. Alright, so I'm going to continue doing this all the way around the ring. So usually 2 rolls of the Deco mesh from Dollar Tree will go about halfway around the ring. So about 3 sections. So I'm going to use a total of 4 rolls of the Deco mesh to complete the entire ring. So I'm just going to twist it again and continue on. Alright, so when you get to the very end, if you have enough Deco mesh to tie it in a knot, then you can definitely do that. I don't think this is quite enough, so what I'm going to do is just like twist it a couple of times. There we go. Now I can just tuck it away. But whichever way you prefer to do it is completely up to you. And then you just push that over and start all over again. And we're going to tie another knot to get this one started. So remember, I tie a knot on the second ring. But, I mean, you can tie it wherever you choose. Just like that, and push it over to the side, and then start making your loops. Alright, so I've come all the way around the ring. So cute and poofy. Now I have excess left over. What I'm just going to do is tie this in a knot. Spin and twist it, and then tie it in a knot. And just like tuck it away. Okay, so this looks really nice and poofy, but I did double layers so that I could separate the layers to make it even poofier. So let me show you what I mean. So I just come around and I just pull the two layers apart. Just like that. I'm just going to do that with each loop that I've made. Again, just to make it poofier. If you want to leave them stacked on top of each other, you can definitely do that. But I'm just going to do this all the way around. So there it is, all fluffed out and poofy and so cute. If you want to keep it close together, then you can, but I just thought this way just gives it a little more volume. You can just fluff it up as much as you'd like. So this is our center. This is going to go right in the center, but since the Happy Easter is in white and the bunny and his cute little tail, they're all white, I want to put some white accents in the wreath before I attach this last part. I'm going to take the white deco mesh and add it in throughout the wreath. So I have a piece of deco mesh that I cut into 6 inches. You could definitely do 8. I usually do, but I just decided to do 6 this time. Curl it up to a cute little curl. Scrunch it in the center. Take a small piece of your chenille stem and twist it around. Just like that. And then you're just going to find an open place and twist the chenille stem down to the ring. Wherever you think it looks cute. You could definitely add ribbon as well if you'd like. Alright, twist it and then adjust it. And there you have it. It looks so cute and adorable. It brings out the white in the sign. So cute. So I'm going to do that all throughout the wreath. Again, I have my deco mesh. I'm just curling it to a cute little curl. Take my chenille stem, twist it around a couple of times, and then find an open spot on my wreath. And then I'm just going to twist it in place. Alright, so I've added in some white accent deco mesh, about 12 pieces total, I believe that's what I used. So you could definitely leave it like this if you'd like because it looks so cute and adorable. But I'm just going to add this center just to make it extra adorable. So cute. Alright, again, this is meant to be hung, but the only thing I'm going to do is just cut that off. There we go. And it's going to go in the center. I'm just going to push this out some so that the sign doesn't cover too much of it. And it's going to fit right in the center. The way I'm going to anchor it down, I'm going to turn it over, take some chenille stems, glue it to the back, and then twist it to the wreath. So you see one stem would be pretty short. So what I'm going to do, twist two stems together, and this is essentially making one long chenille stem. So I've gotten those twisted together, and that's just going to be hot glued across the top, and I'm going to do the exact same thing for the bottom. That way you have a lot of extra stem to work with twisting it down to the wreath. Alright, just like that. And then we're just going to position it back on the wreath and use the chenille stems that are hanging off the side to anchor it down to the wreath. Again, I'm just going to pull this out some so that too much of it doesn't get covered by the center. And just going to make it fit nice and cozy in place. Alright, so once you get it where you think it's good, just take the 4 pieces of the chenille stems and find the ring right there, and we're just going to twist it in place. I just twist it around a couple of times just to make sure it's nice and secure. Just like that. And again, I'm just making sure I don't have any open spaces and adjusting it. And there you have it. If you want, you could add in like lavender Easter eggs or white ones, whatever you choose. Ribbon, you can definitely do that as well. But I think this looks so cute and adorable. And it's so simple to make. And again, this could be made for less than $10. Dollar Tree has so many different signs and decorations that you can choose for the center, so just have fun with it. There we go, we are all done.